Hi, my name is Tessa and I am a K-5 resource room teacher in Michigan, and this video is a classroom tour that I took in early May of this year, and it's now July 19th, so it's been a while since I made the video, but now I'm finally getting around to posting it. I mostly just made the video as a record for myself so I can go back and see how I had my classroom set up and all the different storage items I had and the furniture and everything I had out, because I am changing classrooms this fall, and the classroom I'm moving into there's a lot of positives to the change, but the room I'm moving into is a little smaller than the one I had this year and has minimal built-in storage already, so that's been a big concern. And every summer it's like, oh, it's the summertime, I'm gonna just spend time with my family and not worry about school, but it's impossible. It's so hard to not think about that. So I've been stressing pretty bad about storage solutions and how I'm gonna have my room set up in the fall and all that. So I'm glad I made this video just for myself for that reason, but also in case anyone wants to see another resource room setup. I feel like there's not a lot. Oh, sorry if this is a little movie, like jiggly. I'm just holding it with my phone because I tried to record this intro video on my computer a few nights ago and the sound's not working in my webcam for some reason, so I'm just holding my phone. So anyway, getting off on a tangent. So that's why I made the video, and I'm excited for the move because there are positives to it, but also it's just frustrating because this was my third year in a row I had to completely pack up my classroom, because the first time my previous district had a bond passed and I had to take everything out for that, and then last summer I changed districts, so I had to clean out all my stuff for that, and then this year was this bond, and then actually, like, we're getting AC, which is super awesome, and new lighting, but only half of the building is gonna get new floors this summer, and the rest of the building is gonna get the new floors next summer, and I'm in the half of the building that's getting it next year. So I'm gonna have to do this again. I'm hoping I should be able to just put a lot of things in like cabinets, but again, like I said, I don't have a lot of space for that, so that's my struggle. It'll be fine. Everything will be great. This year my motto was, it's fine, everyone's fine, we're all fine here. And I think my motto for next year will be like, it's gonna be great, everything's gonna be great. I'm trying to think anything else. Oh, there's some parts that are blurred out that I blurred because I wanted to hide student and staff names, but you should be able to tell like what's going on beyond the blurry parts. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I will try to add as many Teachers Pay Teachers links below for any items anyone wants to purchase. And I would appreciate a like, just so that I know this helped somebody or somebody enjoyed watching it. And I think that's all I can think of. So thanks so much for watching, and check out my other videos, and I hope to see you again. Bye.
So this is my small group table. I always, like, probably 90% of the time work with students here, whether it's one student or a group of students. Sometimes I will work with them over here. at this extra table by my desk. Sorry for the mess. My teacher's corner, schedules and thank you cards and that kind of thing. Birthdays, calendars. I added these mountains this year, and I've got every couple months a student will say, "What does that mean? You will move mountains." But my idea was to have it like outdoor themed, and it kind of got there, not really. So next year I'm gonna kind of have to put a little more time in to make it a little more decorated and that kind of themed. But this is how my room is wonky. So I've got my teacher area over here, and then this door goes to an intervention room where paras work throughout the day, and then that is our reading interventionist room, her office where she works with students. And it's really nice to have her right here because I ask her a lot of questions and we have to collaborate on different things because we're on the same teams. But because of that, my whiteboard and the projector are on this side of the room. So my small group table has to be over here while my desk is here, my phone is here. So if I'm working with students, I have to finish up what I'm doing and go get the phone, and I often miss it. I do have this awesome trampoline, which a lot of my kids like. This is just here because I'm packing and it was in the intervention room and it's mine and I actually need to go through it. Because like I've said before, this is my first year in this school and I still haven't gone through everything. Same thing with this. So this tall file cabinet was here and it's filled with things and I haven't gone through all of it yet. So my job on my to-do list is to condense everything in there and everything in here, which is actually mine. One drawer is reading, one drawer is math, and put them all in one file cabinet. I use zones in here. All my students love this. They love that. I'm getting another one for next year. I've got these stop signs and wait signs throughout my room, and those work pretty well. There's a few students who still like to, touch things, but it works pretty well. And then a snack bin, pencil sharpener. So these are the Fluency Strips. So these are from Moffatt girls, and I've used these for a long time. I love them. They're amazing. My students love them. It's a great way to informally track their progress and their fluency skills. So like there's 30 sets. Oh, one's missing. Good to know. That's probably in somebody's bin. And depending on the skill, so like sets 1 through 10 are just like sight words and like CVC words. So this is, where is the hen? My lip is red. So it took a lot of time to print all these out in different colors and to laminate them all and to hole punch them and all of that, but they're awesome. I will put a link to them below. And then 11 through 20, they get a little bit more challenging. They'll have blends and more sight words in these. And then 21 through 30, the same thing, but also digraphs. So like this one, he is going to meet the queen. Whole teams. Can you thank the maid? So anyway, it's just awesome. And at my previous school, I had them all on thumbtacks, like on a bulletin board. But as you can see, I don't really have bulletin board space. I've got that bulletin board that I use for my zones check-in, and I brought that little one with me. That's my own, and that's where I have like my classroom expectations. Fidget expectations. I just love this. It's a card. It's actually a greeting card that folds out, and I just laminated it. I just think it's hilarious. There's part of my failed effort to have like a worldwide exploration outside themed room. These lights that go all the way around, I put them up for Christmas. They're green and there's like 8 different settings, and I just kept it up because it's kind of cool. And it's one more way that I can light my room without using these bright lights. And as you can see, I have these covers on, and I only have half the lights on in my room at one time because I don't need them all on. I get enough light from the windows. I've got this lava lamp here the kids love. It's just sparkles, actually, so it's not like different colors like a classic lava lamp, but they still like it. My sensory break area, so just lots of toys and fidgets and things to play with. And, you know, hand sanitizer like I have everywhere. Get a squirt of hand sanitizer before touching sensory break items. Our speech pathologist actually made me a couple of these, and then I made one for the first time, which seems silly because I've been doing this for so many years and I finally made my own sensory bottle. I got this on Facebook Marketplace last summer for $50 and I love it. It's perfect, like it works perfectly for this area for my classroom library. This top part was loose, like it slid off, so I just put Velcro strips, sticky bag Velcro strips to keep it on there. This gaming chair was here when I came. I had alphabet cards up on the wall, and then this board had like posters for reading rules. So like, and then around it, I had posters for short vowels and long vowel sounds. And then on here I had like writing rules and reading rules. But those all came down when M-Step started. I'd also just left them up. The teacher before me had left them up on the wall. So I just figured whatever, I'll leave them up. I also had a number line going all along this wall up to this corner from 1 to 100. But I only had a few students who used it, and the students who used it didn't need it. They were just kind of using it as a crutch. And so I took that down to make them do more mental math, and they've been doing well. So they were all mad at first, but then it's like, oh yeah, I don't need that. I use baskets for my students. I started this with COVID and I just like it, so I'm just gonna keep going with it. So everyone gets a white basket with their curriculum materials and supplies, and then a blue bin for extra supplies like pencils and highlighters and hand sanitizer, Kleenex, highlighters, whiteboard markers, that kind of thing. Clipboards, my tent. I got that for $3 at a garage sale this summer. That was awesome. There's highlighters, whiteboard markers, page protectors. This is all reading supplies and math supplies and instructional books and programs and resources I brought with me from my previous district. I haven't really used any of it this year. I'll probably, now that I've been here for a year, I have a better idea of like what I can do and what I have time for. So those may play a bigger role in my job next year. This is art stuff, bulletin board items, and like makerspace supplies. For Earth Day, we planted sunflower seeds. And a student actually brought me a lemon seed, so never planted a lemon seed before, so I don't have much expectations for that, but we'll see how that goes. And then a few succulents. We have different social committees at my school. So the social committee that I'm on is for para appreciation. And so like this week was Teacher Appreciation Week, and we wanted to do something extra for the parapros too, because while they're not like teachers technically, they obviously teach our students and they're amazing. So we have little bags of, there's a bag of popcorn, there's some chocolates, there's a bath bomb, a nail file, trail mix, just lots of random cool stuff. And I made this tag because I like puns. And then this is just walkies and laptop Chromebook zone. I've got like 2 boxes in here right now. I'm so bad about packing up for the summer and for the bond, so I'll probably do most of my packing the last week or two of school. This is my prize box. Lots of stuff in there. So they get stickers. And let's go back way over here. Oh, this is my curriculum table. So I use so many different types of curriculum and programs with my students. It just seemed easiest to just display it all out, and I can just grab it and take it to my table. This is my cozy cave, my classroom library. But like I was saying, how do I earn a sticker? So they earn a sticker for following expectations. And then there's extra ways they can earn, like mastering a sight word from their sight word ring, master a whole set from Fluency Strips that I showed you, making a personal best score for one of their IEP goals, getting 0 or 1 incorrect items on a work page, and whenever I feel generous. And my wall buckle, I've got a couple kids who just don't care for it, but I have a bunch of kids who love this, and we do it twice a week. And I've actually got their scores up with their points, and it's a whole thing. So it's fun. But one of the things, actual tangible rewards that students can earn, they could pick a prize for my prize bin for their stickers. I started the year with 10 stickers being what they needed to earn a reward, and then I upped it to 15 halfway through the year. But I think I'm gonna just start next year at 15 and go up from there, because some kids are just earning like crazy, which is great, but I want it to be a little bit more of a challenge. I just like this sign, don't forget to be awesome. And I have this that I bought for this trampoline in particular, and I might say, okay, you can take a 30-second trampoline break, and they can do it themselves, and then after 30 seconds it beeps. So if we do 10 seconds, and then it shows the time on the bottom, so 6, 5, 4, and it blinks, and then once the time is up, it beeps. There we go. So the students like that. This is teacher storage area, so I've got like my IEP binders back there, my coat. I did have a lot of extra curriculum that I wasn't using, and it doesn't look that cleaned out, but it's much better than it was. Just have snacks and treats in here. And extra curriculum books I might need. And then I went through and I labeled all my drawers and cabinets earlier this school year, and that really helped me to remember where everything was. These cabinets are pretty good. That's all reading supplies. This was math. That all got packed up. This was extra reading and math that started getting packed up. Headphones up there, box of binders. I also have at least one drawer full of binders in that big tall one. Some more sensory items. Sort of a bunch of random stuff that I need to deal with. I didn't use this until this year. Like, it's brilliant, and I saw lots of other teachers using it online. And it's just for extra supplies like staplers and post-it notes and all that. This is my pile of books that I want to turn into accelerated reading books, make quizzes for them this summer. I just made a box of math tasks over there, and I'm excited that I actually got them done and ready to be used. And this one's going to be reading ones. And I talked about in a previous video where I got these awesome tasks from. I got reading centers and math centers, and I got them from 3 different sellers. Mrs. Mo's Modifications, Crystal McGinnis, and The Nerdy Teacher. So those are all great if you want to look for some new reading and math tasks. What else? I just got these 10 minutes ago from another teacher. This is my problem. Everyone should be cleaning up and packing up and throwing things away, and I'm just gathering things from other people. But these are just stands for kids who struggle to hold a lot of playing cards or flashcards or whatever, and they can just put them in there. And I actually grabbed some for my kids at home and then some for my students because the teacher just had a ton and she didn't need most of them. So that was really cool. I'm excited about that. My little mini coffee maker. I was so excited that I had the space in this classroom to have my own coffee maker this year. Some posters and things that have been taken down but haven't been packed yet. This mirror is actually new. It didn't get up till January or February. I didn't actually even have a mirror in my room because a student in previous years had broken it. So this is supposed to be unbreakable. I don't want to know if it actually is breakable. And then I made these, which kind of just go with my succulents that I had, and I like plants and nature. So I had students actually go through and choose one or two phrases that they thought had to do with them. Like, do you think you're determined? Do you think you're positive? Do you think you're honest? And it was really cool to see because a few students picked ones that I wouldn't have expected them to pick. So that was nice. And then I have this that lights up. Hey, but it's hard to see in this room because it's the brightness from the windows. So I turn it on cloudy days and when I have like testing days when the windows are closed. Up here's just like cleaning stuff and coffee. And then down here was games. It was full of games and a lot of them got packed away. But I have students, one of my rewards is they can choose lunch with a friend and we all have lunch together and we play a game. And so I wanted to make sure to keep those out for the rest of the school year. But, and then I also made this cart when you enter the room. So my arrival routine that I have down here, I've got an arrival routine and a departure routine. And part of the arrival routine is coming in, getting a squirt of hand sanitizer, checking in their zone, and grabbing their basket and putting it in their workspace where they normally work. And then wait for my directions. And so I have this like work from class because I have got a handful of fifth graders who often bring like work down and they put it somewhere and they lose it and they didn't know where. I'm like, okay, just put it right in. You come in, just put it right in there and then we'll get to it if we can get to it. And then that's my first aid bin. I want something different for next year, something with actual like first aid symbol on it, something a little bit more eye-catching. I used to have just a desk here, but the desk needed to be used elsewhere, so I ended up using this cart. So it looks kind of empty, like it doesn't really look appropriate really for the area, but it works. And then my emergency maps for the building. I really wanted a short table like this, close to the ground where kids could sit on the floor and work. And it was so hard to find something at a reasonable price. And like the week of the first week of school, a teacher had this in the hallway and they were getting rid of it. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm super appreciative because it works perfectly. I got this earlier this school year. So you sit on it and then this part, you might have your legs out or cross-legged and you put your book or your Chromebook or whatever on there. They really enjoy that. I have multiple teachers' chairs, like the rolly padded nice chairs, and that's another reward kids can get with their 15 stickers is sit in teacher's chair for 2 days. And I've got a few kids who love that and use it a lot. And even though I have the 3, if a kid picks one, they usually pick this one because it's right where we work. And instead of like going and getting a nice one, I just use a kid chair and they think it's hilarious that a teacher has to use a kid chair. Oh, and then this is extra curriculum because I ran out of space. So I've got expressive writing, connecting math concepts, and then more connecting math concepts. And then this is extra resources. So math supplies mostly, different resources for like decimals and number lines, markers, writing activities, this awesome calculator, See and Solve. More expensive than I feel like it should be, but it's amazing for kids if you don't have one. I got this thing that kids love. It's 100 Sharp Pop It. And I got a bunch of these this year. They're like bigger Pop-Its, and I use them for phonics. So like for sounding out a word, without getting into them, it'd be like, okay, the word is in. Sorry. So so they pop it, and then they flip it, and they say the whole word in. So that's cool. And then I've got this one with letters and numbers. This is my current storage plan for my mini erasers that I have kids use for manipulative sometimes. I want to buy more, so I'm going to need a bigger container, but that's a task for next year. And then I just made these heart words. I found them online, and I think this is such a great idea. So I started putting them up, and I made this. I printed these. It's all a free PDF that I found online, and I will try to link it if I remember. And then I just created this card myself, just heart words. So the boxes are regular sounds. So in a word, each sound is a different picture, or different color, excuse me. And then the sound is a sound you have to know by heart. So that's normal, that's normal, but the O-U-G-H, that's a rule breaker. That's more of a sound you need to remember. So it's heart underneath. Was what? So I'm gonna make a bigger focus on those next year. So I have a wait until adults say you can leave the room, and I have one on the outside that says wait until there's an adult in the room to enter. So that's my room. I just wanted to kind of make this video to show how it's set up for anyone who cares to see an idea of how a room is set up, but also just a record for me to go back and see, okay, that's how I had that set up.